off the deep end. I don't think you wanna go off the deep end. I don't think you wanna go off the deep end. I don't think you wanna give me a reason.
Great Sean on the beat, by the way.
My body different. Shorty said she tryna kick it. I'm in the mouth, son, like a dentist. Cooking up, I'm in the kitchen. Big bro wildin' tryna catch a victim. I took a L, but now I'm back, game winning. Look, and I'm doing well. Don't even ask how I'm living. Niggas ain't real, they cap. Ride around with the C laid back. They told me to chill, I'm itching to clap. If I pull up, somebody get whacked. Boy, tire lace, niggas tripping. Red lights, we gon' skip it. Fucked up a new V, we was dipping. From the police, I was drilling, but fucking let's skate on, Run up a bag with my broke odds, Watch how I show off. Step in the room and she taking her clothes off. I ain't even say much, Ain't even do much. They like sleeping you too much. No, I got a bag right. No, I live a fast life. Said she fell in love, met her last night. Said she want this shit for life. Girl, you must be dumb. No, you not the type. No, I'm not the type. I think I was lost in a past life. Came back, got my cash right. Say you want the sauce, I can get you right. But it's heavyweight, not light, bro. Keep it strapped, son, like a dyke. He be shooting, he don't like to fight. I can get you wrapped up like a gift. Smoked up like a spliff. Chopper tell him back up or get hit. Got my racks up, now I'm lit. I can get you packed up in this bitch. And my blood blue, cause I'm crib fanny pack full of hundreds. I just reach on my waist and he running. Bitches say a nigga stuntin'. No, they hate how I came up from nothing. Back out, get the drumming. I'ma show a nigga how I'm coming. I was down, now I'm upping. They was hating on me, now they love it.
Go off the deep end. I don't think you wanna go off the deep end. I don't think you wanna go off the deep end. I don't think you wanna give me a reason.
Tools to find higher paying loads and streamline your operation. And right now, you can try the Pro Plan free for 30 days, a $159 value. Click the link in the description to claim your free Pro Plan and start making smarter moves for your trucking business today.
Warning: the following content contains strong language and may not be suitable for children. This content is primarily for adults, as this is a trucking channel and truckers have filthy mouths. Please don't tweak if I say. Viewer discretion is advised.
Sweet.
What's going on? What's going on? How's everybody doing tonight? Come on in. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Let me know where you guys are checking in from. Link is pinned to the top of the chat. Link is pinned to the top of the chat. And we're going to get started, man. Excuse me. All right, let's get through it. Shout out to Great Polo. Shout out to everybody that's representing that MGM thing. Shout out to William Sweet. Dr. Anthony Williams representing the crib. I would hit the Ferris, man, but I don't know, man. I ain't kind of feeling it tonight. Let me see. Who else we got? Carlito. All right, man, I guess we'll hit it. We got a bunch of Chicago people in here. Let me find Ferris for you. There you go. Boom.
The Chicago, nigga.
Who else we got? Carlito representing the crib. What else we got? Who else we got? Big Shark. Uh-oh. Did my button work?
The Chicago, nigga.
Gotta get my button together. Sharks World, what up? Representing the Bronx. Kelvin Birch, representing the crib. Hold on. You get a button.
The Chicago, nigga.
Rich Jew, we got another one. I got you. Don't worry about it. Is my button stuck?
The Chicago, nigga.
There we go. Shout out to Jonathan, UK Hemi in the building. Who else we got? Goat Logistics representing the DMV. Bill Bob, what's going on? UK Hemi representing Florida. We got Sharks World representing the Boogie Down Bronx. Wait, no, it's two different Sharks. Wait, hold on. We got a 167 Shark and then we got a Sharks World. Is this two different people? Because 167 Shark got a Shark World default pick and then Shark World got the Statue of Liberty. Is this the same person? Or is it two different people? Either way, shout out to both of them. Shout out to Big Herm. Shout out to who else we got? Let me see. Who else we did hit? Shout out to G representing Missoula. Who else we got? Did we get Jonathan representing the Bronx? Who else we got? Rio representing that ATL. Marie, what's going on? Ivan Tony representing You dig?
The Chicago, nigga.
He said, great call-in show last night. Appreciate that. Young Juvie representing South Carolina. Marie representing Ohio. Shout out to Pippi. Shout out to all the moderators. Shout out to Box Truck Buddha representing the Cridney.
The Chicago, nigga.
There's a lot of Chicago people in the building tonight. Come on in. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Link pin to the top of the chat. Call-in show. Share it with everybody who said they want to call in. You got me on the list. You dig? All right, we got us a call. I like when they start calling in early because we can get in and we can get out. You understand what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? We like to get in and we like to get out. You understand? How you doing?
Oh, am I on?
You're on.
Oh, wow. Okay. I tried it yesterday. Thank you for taking me and my call.
Sure.
I got started. With semi trucks, and it didn't work out too well. I went through the CDL. Um, I put about 6 months into it. They put me on the OTR route right away, and first time ever going from desk job into semi trucks. And so yeah, it was a really big wake up call. I was not prepared for it. Chickened out. Came back home. Struggled a little bit more because I wanted to find out what else I can do. I am so sorry, but I keep hearing myself when I'm talking. It's like an echo. So
Are
I'm
you
kind of getting
watching?
thrown off
Are
a little
you
bit.
are you watching the playback from another device other than?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now
So
that you said it,
the other device, turn it off. Yeah.
I just did. Yeah. When you said that, I did, and it made all the difference. Thank you.
Mhm.
So after a little while, it occurred to me that I can start with um, making a list of all the things that kind of weren't working out for me, all the pet peeves that I had that I was struggling with the semi truck, and it turns out that the size of the vehicle was a big issue for me. When I actually put the pen and paper together, I realized that it was the size of the vehicle. I was constantly stressed out because it felt like I was going to kill somebody if I'm not careful with this thing, which is always true with that size of a vehicle. Um, and I signed up with a major carrier. I'm not going to name names, but they know that most of the guys that join are going to run away. It's it's the it's the landscape that we're in. So they
So
wanted me out.
you got your CDL through a company, is what you're saying?
Yes, yeah, and they put me out. I think it was the first first time I was out. It was like a full 4 weeks right off the bat. First time OTR, 4 weeks. I think it's pretty damn long. Um, I think they could have started me off little by little to get me used to it. But for whatever reason, they had me going for a pretty long time. Um, I was also very much under debt, um, credit card debt, and things like that. So I was struggling not just with the work, but also mentally. I wasn't in a good place, and that's a really bad combination when you're on the road. You don't want to. You want to have a clear mind. Let's just put it that way. But when I came back, it took me a little while, and I realized that you know what, I can actually get a cargo van instead. And even with the cargo van, it took a little while until I signed up with another company, and I've been working under their MC now for a little while, and I think I'm going okay for now. It's not huge amount of money rolling in, but it's survivable, and it's giving me enough I would say energy to basically think a little bit ahead. And I'm thinking of scaling, but then I saw your um, uh, podcast yesterday, which kind of put me at pause. I really like the fact that you said instead of running into scaling, which everybody wants to do because they think, hey, if I'm making $10 with this, I can be making $20 with that, with two. But it
Mm-hmm.
doesn't work that way. And
Mm-hmm.
I like the fact that you said to pay off the vehicle you have before you get into the next one.
Mm-hmm.
So all these things that they're stewing in my head, what you were saying makes a lot of sense. And so, yeah, man, I mean, I can't thank you enough. I hear you all the time. I'm sometimes working regional and sometimes I'm doing local, but I constantly have you running in the background on my Bluetooth. So thank you so much.
I
Can't
appreciate you.
appreciate your work enough.
I appreciate you for listening.
Yep. Well, I kind of stumbled on to your work. I went on two different channels because nobody knows anybody on YouTube. Everybody seems like a talking head. Everybody's talking about. I was actually looking for the difference between running a box truck versus cargo van,
Mm-hmm.
and so my thought process was like, well, if there's more room in a box truck, like a small box truck, then compared to a van, that might be a better way to go about. But you kind of go through and iron out a lot of my questions before I mean, this is the first time we connected, right?
Mm-hmm.
But even before that, if you just keep listening to the podcast, you kind of go through. You do rant a little bit every now and then. You vent and stuff like that, which is funny, but within that I get a lot of my answers. So yeah,
Okay. I'm glad. I'm
yeah,
glad you enjoy the show. I'm glad you're getting the value out of it. I'm glad you
yeah.
enjoy the entertaining rants. I do it for entertainment, Gotta
I
make it.
get you.
Box
I
truck
get
and
you, and you
cargo
have to
van
be
can be
yourself.
kind of boring after a while, so you gotta throw some throw
Yeah,
some type of entertainment in there. So I
yeah.
appreciate the fact that you appreciate the content.
hmm And we get to hear the real you. It's not scripted or anything. You
Mhm.
basically speak off the cuff. So I like that. I We get to see the real you, and what you have to say and how you see things. And it's always better to use somebody else's experience that has gone through where I'm trying to go. You know,
Mhm.
somebody's that has already taken that road. So yeah,
Appreciate it, man. Any
yep.
questions for me? Or you?
I'm still struggling, trying to figure out how to scale because at some point I'm 46 right now. I just turned 46 uh, in October, and I may not be able to do this in the next say 10 years. I used to be a IT guy. I have done programming for the last 22 years, and that's why I kind of shifted away. I didn't want to be stuck sitting in front of a screen all day long. I really enjoy driving my van, which is kind of absurd to my wife and family. But they understand that, yeah, I'm actually having fun. It doesn't seem like work to me. The whole day I'm just listening to YouTube and Spotify and whatnot, and I'm also doing my work. It's There's no boss over my shoulder. I'm not trying to piece together a programming puzzle or anything like that. So it's really a good escape from what I've been used to. But at the same time, because I've been used to sitting in front of the screen all day, every day for years and years and years, and now I'm
Mhm.
sitting in the cargo van, body does break down when it sits for that much time. It really
Mhm.
does. So I'm trying to think ahead. I have a daughter, I have a wife. I want to be able to leave them something. You know, um, doesn't mean that I'm going to die tomorrow, but it's better to plan ahead and get your ducks in order. Um, as early as you can, so that you have a good plan going forward. So
Okay.
I want to find out how I can scale. Um, I may not start tomorrow because I still have to pay off my van, but at some point I want to know how to scale.
Mhm. Uh, well, you said you're still paying a note, right?
Yes.
How long have you been doing this?
About 2.5 years.
What kind of van you got?
It's don't want to ask. It's a horrible deal that I got. I got a 2014 ProMaster. It's a 2500. It's an extended. It is a high roof. But like you said, like most ProMasters, the transmission already gave issues. I put in a whole lot of money into that. I put in a whole lot of money into all the other little, things that I had to tweak and fix and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, it's about 224,000. I When I bought it was 170,000. I bought it. Um, I bought 170,000 mile ProMaster 2014 at $17,000, which is not a bad deal. But then, I got because it was kind of high mileage. I did add on the extra warranty that the dealership had, and I think um, I did make a bad move taking that, but I just wanted to make sure that just getting the van doesn't break down the next day, or 6 months later. I wanted to feel security at certain level. So I put in, I bought that extra warranty for about 2,500, and then of course the financing charges and the loan. So the whole thing kind of comes to around 25,
Mm-hmm.
which is still not bad. I mean, the way I was thinking is, look, I needed a car. My wife already had a Honda HR-V. It's a teeny tiny car, but it's good for what she needs to do. Um, I figured I need a car for myself. Before we were sharing the car, I need a car for myself. I can buy a cheap, automobile
Mm-hmm.
within that price range, or I can make, I can get a van within that price range that can actually make me money. So I opted for the latter. And yeah, I think overall I got a bad deal on the van, but overall I did the right thing. I got a van, and it did make me a lot of money. These days, I'm doing this full time. I'm not doing. Before I was kind of 50-50. I was working from home on the
Mm-hmm.
IT in the daytime, and then evening time I was doing the uh, regional, what do you call it, expedited runs.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I'm not doing that anymore. Nowadays I'm doing this full time. So in the mornings I have a local route that I'm doing. It does not have specific amount that it pays, but it has to do with the number of stops. So some days it'll be a lot of stops, and some days it'll be very few. So it kind of goes up and down. But it's good to know that it's something I can rely on every morning. So there's a yeah, so it's dedicated in that sense. And then after that's done, I take whatever the company throws at me.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so
Okay.
it goes anywhere from I would say high end would be around 1,800 a week to a low end around 1,000 a week. But I usually average around 14, 15 hundred a week, which
Mm-hmm.
I'm okay with. I'm comfortable with that. But I think if I can scale it, if I can scale it, I can do a lot better.
Um, I think you should pay off your equipment, and then from there, I would try to find some dedicated contracts that would leave you enough room where you can make a few bucks. I mean, the cargo van business. If you're staying local, you want to do local or expedited.
I want to do whatever works, just not OTR. I don't want to be away from home for more than 2 days, 3 days. Um, so anything like even regional, 600-700 mile runs are fine because I can. It's a van, so I can just keep driving. I mean, I can drive back.
Find
But
a
then again,
dedicated.
those
Find some
that
dedicated. Find some dedicated stuff. You might want to look into laser ship. Look into
okay,
laser ship and see if you can get some routes with laser ship. I mean, the margins are small, but it's how vans are. So the more
yeah,
vans you have, the more money you make. Look into laser ship.
okay,
Lasership / on track ONTRAC. Uh, also look into like T Force and Watco and Capstone for like opportunities with office supply, and T Force also has medical as well. So looking at those, I'll probably go with Lasership first.
okay,
See what you can do with them, and then just go from there. And then I go like one van at a time. I mean, it's not
yeah,
gonna happen overnight. It's gonna take some time to scale because
yeah,
you kind of want to. I mean, my strategy has always been to recoup. Each time you get a new vehicle, recoup that before you get a
yeah,
new one. So if, I've always purchased cash. So if you have the right contract, you purchase cash depending on how much you purchase for, and the contract you have depends on how soon you'll recoup your money. So
okay,
the more aggressive you run the vehicle, the sooner is you'll recoup the money, and then you can recycle that same money to acquire the next vehicle.
okay. That helps. So I got another question. If I haven't worn you out yet, um, how much would you cap on buying a van? Is there like a dollar figure that you say, okay, I'm not gonna go above that?
For a used van, 20. I see them in this
20.
market. I see them in this market for less than 20. Like I've been
Okay.
telling everybody, I think I think the best way to go is, since Amazon is dumping all their older vehicles.
Yeah.
I mean, they're under 20, so you're getting already upfitted van for under 20 grand. Now I don't know if every market, but they're flooded in this market.
Okay.
So they're everywhere. You can
Yeah.
find one for under 20 grand. So you're getting a high roof extended length 2500 that's already upfitted for. I've seen them as low as 16 grand, so about 150,000 miles. So I
Right.
wouldn't go over 20. Now new, I wouldn't go over 30.
Okay.
So, and I know that's going to be kind of hard today,
Yep.
but I would not buy new. I would buy used.
Gotcha.
Mm.
And would there be a limit on the mileage for you?
150, 175.
Okay. Okay. There was a third name you said I kind of missed. You said T-Force, Waco, and then there was the third one,
Capstone.
Capstone. Okay. I'm
Yeah,
I'm
you might
taking
want.
notes
Yeah, no problem.
because it's like pearls of wisdom. I'm not gonna get you every other day, man. So
No, it's
might
all
as
good.
well make use of the time.
No, it's all good.
Um, would you consider going into box truck for someone like me?
What do you want to do with a box truck?
I want to be able to rely on least number of people and make the maximum amount of money. Um,
You're going to need people with a box truck. They're going to need them
right?
to drive. So when I say what are you looking to do, like over the road, local,
Yeah, I'm thinking of local.
like
I
what,
figured,
curbside, final mile?
I figured curbside, get a helper, and I drive myself.
So if you're looking to do big and bulky, like appliances and furniture, or just pallets?
Just about anything I can get my hands on in the beginning, because in the
I,
beginning I
I,
won't know what I don't know.
so if you're gonna do big and bulky, then you're gonna be lifting stuff. Now I did hear you say you were 46. So
Yeah, yeah.
are you think you're gonna get out there and lift refrigerators and washers and dryers up and down flights of stairs and stuff like that? You think
Oh
you're gonna be able
shoot,
to do that?
no,
Alright,
probably not gonna work.
so then you're probably looking more like palletized curbside stuff. So I mean, where do you live at?
Columbus, Ohio.
So you're gonna have to try to find a local curbside contract. Um, Do you have an MC?
No, not yet.
All
Looking
right,
into it though.
so T Force has contracts. Capstone has those contracts. Um, US Pack has contracts. US Pack also has cargo van contracts too. US Pack, T Force, Capstone, RNL carriers. They're kind of tough to get in, but if you can get in RNL carriers, they pay pretty good for curbside if they have it in your market. But there's a 9 month. You have to be active for at least 9 months to get in with them.
Gotcha.
And then there's other contracts. I would go on Indeed and look to see if there's any opportunities for one man 26-foot box truck opportunities in that market. High turnover with the box truck, but I mean, if you can find some curbside stuff and you can pay a driver really, really good, then you should be able to have a high retention as far as keeping drivers is concerned.
Right. Do you pay your drivers flat fee, or like how does that work?
It always depended on the route. You know, if we were getting paid, pretty much everything that I've done has been at a guarantee. So, you know, we get a guarantee, then I pay them per route. And there are some stops, final mile, big and bulky stuff, they got paid per stop. So if it was a guarantee, then they got paid flat, a guarantee. If it was a per stop thing, then we paid them per stop based on what the contract or the retailer was paying, and depending on the scope of work. So curbside would pay obviously less than a threshold, and a threshold would pay less than a white glove. So depending on what the scope of the delivery was and what the retailer was, depending on what they got paid. So the driver had a driver rate, so it was a rate sheet, driver rate sheet, helper rate sheet, and then we would have all the retailers, right? And then we would have the scope of work. Is it a curbside? Is it a threshold? Is it a threshold room of choice, or is it a white glove? And if that retailer, and then in each category, okay, if they looked and see if it was, let's say, Webster Run, if it was a curbside driver, they would look Webster Run, driver, curbside would be their rate. If it was a white glove, then they would see their rate. So if it was a per stop type of thing, then they would get paid per stop based on the scope of the work and the retailer. If it was a guarantee route, then they would get a guarantee.
Okay, gotcha.
Then all my moving guys got paid by the hour.
Okay. As much as I've heard you, I've noticed that you kind of lean towards recommending cargo vans over the cargo box trucks. Is it because most people are not good with budgeting and they kind of not estimate their numbers correctly? Is that why, or is there anything else to it?
I pretty much profile everybody.
Okay.
So, you know, you're an older guy, you know, not judging you, but you're an older guy. And I
Right.
just, you know, coming from a moving and final mile background, I just know what it entails.
Right.
And, you know, what I did getting started at 30, if I had to do everything that I did at 30 now, I wouldn't be able to do it. I'm a strong, fit guy, right? But, you know, I literally just left the gym about an hour and a half ago, 2 hours. Once I go to bed tonight, all the work I did, my body is gonna lock up. All the stretching I did,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get like I'm not elastic like I was
Right.
when I was 30. So a lot of those sacrificing that I did and those long days, and I just can't. I wouldn't be able to. The amount of work to build that business to where I got it to,
Yeah.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't be able to. My body won't. You know, I would clunk out after maybe one or two jobs, and I wouldn't be able to do it. So, you know, certain people I can listen to, and they can have big dreams, but I get people that, well, man, you're knocking so much. Listen, I've done it. I've seen grown men, like big, strong guys that just got out the joint that were, you know, lifting cinder blocks. First day, send them out there and give up. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
I've
wow.
had people first day going up flights of stairs in heat and just start vomiting all over the place. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So
Yeah.
I know what it entails. So it depends on the situation. OTR guys, like when I listen to some of these guys, if I can just listen to them in a basic conversation, like a lot of the math that you have to do with OTR as far as keeping your cost and cost per mile, and a lot of these
Yep.
guys, like it never fails. They just refuse to do it. They
Yeah.
refuse to do what they're supposed to do to run their business efficiently. And I could just listen to people and just like, nah, you ain't gonna make it. So the middle mile guys, they just can't figure out operational costs and just how the market fluctuates and supply and demand and how they enter as far as their operational costs and how that matters based on the market and stuff. And that's that issue. And then on the final mile moving side, I just know some people just ain't gonna be able to do it. That's why I
Right.
recommend, okay, go curbside. It's labor, but it's not as strenuous as actually physically carrying stuff multiple stops all day,
Right.
right? And then some people, I'm just like, cargo van is more cut and dry. It's smaller parcel, pays less, but you
Yeah.
know, it's not a lot of heavy lifting. A smaller parcel, um, so it's working parts to it, but it's not as complicated as
Right.
some of this, 26-foot box truck. So everybody's situation is different. I kind of listen to people's stories and just kind of pay attention, and then I kind of like go off each individual what I think. So
Gotcha. I think it's a. I think it's a superpower to know what your weaknesses are,
mm,
and and we all have some, right? If I know that there's certain things I can't do, just admitting it would allow me to circumvent and not have to deal with that and maybe go off into something I can do easier.
mm,
So, I mean, just how I look at it. Um, so, yeah, I guess I'm going to just simply go ahead and keep chugging along and knock out the payment for the van and get another van after this and keep it going. At least
yeah.
this way, at least I know the cargo van environment.
hmm
I don't have to relearn everything all over.
Yeah, if it's not broke, then nothing to fix. So if you already been doing that, I would just build on what you already have and what you already know. I mean, scaling up to the box truck thing is cool. I mean, it's more money, but you could build a fleet of 15, 20, 30 vans
Yeah,
and still do the same thing. I mean, you're running with more equipment, but if you can master what you're already working on, it's pretty much the same thing. You're
right.
just working with more equipment. That's all. So, I mean, the cargo van opens you up to a bigger pool of applicants, right? Because
Yeah,
you can hire women, whereas with this big and bulky stuff, you can't.
yeah,
With this moving stuff, you can't. You know what I'm saying? So,
right.
a lot of this big, heavy physical labor stuff, it shuts women out. It shuts a lot of guys out.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So with this cargo, this small parcel stuff, it opens you up to more applicants. So
right. And then you never know what kind of driver you're hiring. Um, Only time tells, right? Whether you picked out a winner or not.
with me,
Um,
if I was building a cargo van business, I would pretty much hire all women. I'm looking
okay,
for single mothers. Yep.
gotcha,
I'm not like young kids fresh out of high school, college. Nope. I'm looking for
gotcha.
somebody that has some responsibilities. In
Yeah,
today's times, it's just a lot of things people can do to make money. It's a lot
yeah,
of distractions, and it's not like back in the day where people needed, like, you had to find a job or else you would be broke. Like with the
right.
gig economy and all the scamming and It's just too many opportunities. Like a person can walk out on your job and cut on a bunch of apps and be delivering for Uber Eats and DoorDash and Grubhub and Roadie, and they'll still make money. So like as back in the day where the power was in your hand as the employer, the roles are reversed. The power is in the employee's hands now, and they pretty much know it. Like you
Right.
can't, like some of the tactics that I used to use back in the day, it wouldn't fly today. You can't just threaten a person's job or punish them, because my thing was, I would, if you piss me off, I'd give you a week to think about it. And that was my scare tactic where people didn't want to get on my bad side because like you're going to go a week without work. So you're going to lose a week of revenue. You can't like that doesn't work today. You give a person a week off, they're already signed up with a multitude of apps,
Yeah.
and now they're flirting with that. You're playing what's that game called, where devil's advocate, whatever that game is called, where now they're signing up and they could go sign for a bunch of apps and they could be making more money running a multitude of apps than what you were paying them. Then when you
Right.
call them back after that week, they don't want to come back now. You see what I'm
Right.
saying? So back then, these opportunities weren't present, right? So now, if I were building a business as far as like a cargo van business, I would look for people that have responsibilities, like single mothers, people that got like rent, mortgage to pay. These are the people that I know, are going to come to work. These are the people that I can rely on because pretty much everybody now is fair weather. So
Right. Right. Another question for you. As a entrepreneur, as somebody who's scaling, how much of the revenue that's coming in do you keep for yourself? Because I hear from everywhere, you got to pay yourself first. But then I mean, it's a balancing act. You can't just pay yourself first because you need money to grow that business too.
yeah, people that say that you got some people that preach that, and some people follow it. I from the way I was taught and just from growing a business, get paid last. I can't pay myself first, and then especially if I'm building a business, then something's got to get sacrificed. So I'm paying myself. So what's being neglected? Like
Right.
if anything's going to be neglected, it's going to be me. I'm gonna make sure everybody gets paid. I'm gonna make sure all the vendors get paid, all the bills get paid, all the
Right.
invoices get paid, and then whatever's left, then that's when we break that down. And if there's something left, then I'll get paid. Like that's the sacrifice when you're building a business from scratch. You're the last person to get paid. I
Right.
mean, it's debatable, but people that are building business, they pay themselves first. Something is getting neglected.
Right. Because the bills are your bills at the end of the day, and
Yeah. So
you pay the bills.
yeah. So I say pay yourself last.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
And how do you see? Let's just talk about cargo vans, not because every vehicle is different, and they're going to bring in different amount of revenues. But for a cargo van, how much should an average cargo van be making so you know whether you're on the right trajectory or you're lower or higher?
doing what local work?
Local work, yeah.
Average cargo van on a local route usually averages around about $300, give or take a day.
Okay, gotcha. Well, thank you so much, brother. Can't thank you enough. I hear you all the time. Keep doing what you're doing. There are a lot of people, they don't get to connect with you all the time, but we hear you, and we can't thank you enough.
Appreciate you for calling in.
All right, thanks.
All right,
Bye.
be safe. Bye. All right, there was somebody else in the back that kept calling. Whoever that was, you can call back. If you call in and you see someone up, you can watch the show from the back. You can watch the broadcast from the green room. That way it saves your place in line. You can also see the comments. Just turn your phone horizontal and the comments will pop up. There's a little toggle on the right, You can toggle the comments on. I got the green room set for broadcast, so you're still able to see the broadcast from the green room. I think their name was Juvie or something that was calling in the back. Now's your time to call back. Link is pinned to the top of the chat. I seen Great Polo. It's great. Is today really Great Polo's birthday? Because he always says his birthday. See, I don't want to be just saying happy birthday to some. See, people like to play that birthday game. Oh, today is my birthday. Today is my birthday. Is it really your birthday? Because I don't want to be saying happy birthday every day. Well, listen, I'm gonna say it one time. If today is your birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday. Now, if today ain't your birthday and your real birthday come around, I ain't gonna say happy birthday. All right. So is today your birthday for real? If it is, happy birthday. Enjoy your day. So I don't play that birthday game now. All right. If you gotta turn your camera on so I can see you. I can't see nothing back there. Yo, I can't see you. Yo, yo, you got yourself on mute and your camera is off. You on mute and your camera is off, big dog. You gotta turn your camera on and take yourself off of mute. Matter of fact, we got 75 people in here. We got 42 likes. Come on, let's hit that like button. Let's get that like button. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on all post notifications. Hey, Juvie, you gotta turn now. You unmuted yourself. Now you gotta turn your light on. Turn your light on. Turn your light on and so we can see. Just gotta make sure you're a real person. Yo, we can't see you, big dog. We can't see you or hear you. All right, you can call back up. Anybody else want to call up? First come, first serve. Link pinned to the top of the chat. Yo, unmute yourself. Yeah, unmute yourself and turn your camera on. Unmute yourself and turn your camera on. Link pinned to the top of the chat. Anybody else want to call in while he figure out what he got going on over there? We can't see you or we can't hear you. All right, you turned your mic on, but we can't see you. Somebody else calling. We're gonna bring whoever this is up while Juvie get himself together. Y'all gotta get y'all stuff together, man. What type of phones y'all got around this junk? Yo,
Hello?
what's going on?
What's going on with you? Hey, I had my bad. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I had messaged you, sent you a message, I think yesterday when I was listening to your chat, and I've been following you for about 2 years now. Cause when I first got in the game, and actually like you had recommended me do the T Force. I jumped into T Force, and actually T Force the best thing going. Cause I started out doing the Home Depot, the home deliveries with the Home Depot. And what happened was, since I was doing good, they ended up giving me like a guaranteed contract,
Mm-hmm.
doing like line haul, going because I'm in Texas, going from Dallas to Houston. But now, what I'm trying to do, I really want to try to get into the cargo van space because my contract that I got is good, it pays good, but of course I can't scale my business if I'm the only one doing it. Because really, with the contract I have, I don't necessarily need a 26 footer. Cause sometimes I had like 2 or 3 pallets at a time. So what I did, I went and bought a 12 footer. I haven't put it on the road yet, but I bought a 12 footer. I still got my 26 footer. So I'm debating on keeping it because I don't want to need it and not have it. But I really want to get into the cargo van space.
Okay. What's your
So I'm trying to
question?
figure out how do I transition? Because like I said, I'm gonna keep because my T Force contract is guaranteed. So of course I'm gonna keep that. I'm not gonna turn down for show money trying to get more money. You see what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? But I'm trying to see how do I transition into the cargo van space. I was just listening to when you was talking to the other dude, and I had the same idea basically. Like when you was telling him like I hire women, and that was my thing. I was like, yeah, that's the same idea I had. Get some chicks, hire some women because they got kids or whatever that need a job.
Mm-hmm.
But I just don't know how to get into that cargo van space because I just got into the box truck space and like a couple of years ago, and I'm making good money. I'm making real good money.
All right. Well, I would if is your truck you is you still paying on your truck?
Oh no, I don't do that. My truck paid, but I was paid for. Like I said, I paid
Uh,
cash for my truck because actually because when I first got into space, I used to own barbershops. I had like about 3 barbershops. I ended up selling a couple of my barbershops, and that's when I got into the box truck business.
mm-hmm. All right. So trucks are paid for. Truck is paid for. And you want to get into the cargo van business, doing what? Running for T Force?
Really, whoever. I'm not. I'm not married to nobody. I'm going where the money at.
So
So
you
I'm
gonna run
just
the
trying to.
you, you gonna run the cargo van or build it or what?
Yeah, yeah. Because my contract, the contract that I have with T Force, I go from Dallas to Houston, but it's an evening route. But I pick up in the evening, so basically it's overnight. You know what I'm saying? So I was gonna pay somebody to do that because it's Sunday through Thursday, weekends off. So I was gonna pay somebody to do that so I could sort of focus on trying to get this cargo van jumping.
Let me ask you this: why you don't just build on top of the box truck thing?
Because what I noticed with the box truck, the overhead is, dealing with these trucks, they break. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I got a 26 footer. I've been blessed not to really have no real major problems. I'm mechanically inclined, so like the simple stuff, oil changes, belt break, things of that nature, I can do myself. You know what I'm saying? So I save a lot of money doing like that. But like I said, since with this contract with T Force, it's about me only having to use 2 or 3. Like sometimes I have 4 pallets. So for me to drive my box truck, you put 4 pallets in my box truck, it's a waste of money.
How much
That's why
they
I went and
paying you
bought
for
a.
them 4 pallets?
It's a no. The contract is like guaranteed. It's like a
Right.
daily
How much they
route.
paying you? How much they paying you to guarantee?
It's $600 a day.
You going from Dallas to Houston,
Yeah, it's like 200, a little over 200 miles.
and then you dead heading back?
Yeah, because that's the thing. Because of the time that I'm rolling, it's nothing going. Because I leave Dallas about what 8 o'clock. So I usually make the Houston anywhere between 12 and 1 o'clock in the morning. So during those times, if sometime I can catch an Amazon, because just like you said, I don't be caring. Like people be whining about per mile, and now I tell people my costs ain't your costs. So if I can find something from Amazon headed back to Dallas that'll just cover my fuel, I'd be cool with it.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not always a guarantee. So therefore, I'm dead heading back. So on
Okay.
top of and then on top of the my Dallas to Houston contract, what happened was they gave me another contract because Dallas is like a metroplex, so it's like a a bunch of little small cities. So they gave me another contract doing T-Force Medical, picking up from CVS, going like 15 miles, picking up and picking up at one location, one warehouse to take to another warehouse before I start my Houston route. And they pay me $100 a day to do that. So, like I say, I make with them, I probably make about $700 a day, which is cool. But I want to, like I say, the overhead, dealing with the diesel prices go up and down. I got a 26 footer. It's really no need for me to roll that 26 footer. I really want to get in the cargo van space. Like you said, I know the money goes down when I get into the cargo van space, but the overhead is way low.
You ain't gonna be able to put 4 pallets on no cargo van, so you still gonna have to run that truck.
No. I'm gonna still keep the game. I'm not gonna get rid of the contract. I'm gonna keep the contract because that'll be foolish. Because it's guaranteed money. Because if I can pay somebody, my thought process was, I make $700 a day with doing this. So if I get somebody, let's say $200 a day, they ride, and if I put them in a 12 footer, gas is anywhere between 50, and it's use regular gas, not diesel. So it's anywhere between 50, let's say $75 a day in fuel. So I still keep the balance of, I still make I still make $400 a day. And that'll give me the opportunity so I can start building on the cargo van to try to get there. Because like you say, the overhead is way lower on a cargo van. I can pretty much put anybody in the cargo van.
Okay. All right. Well,
so I'm just trying.
I mean, I would just do what you did with the box truck. Me personally, I would definitely buy something cash. I would definitely buy a cargo van used. I'd probably be looking for something, like I told the first gentleman, under 20 grand on a cash buy, and try to find something dedicated to run. Go from there. Just build on top of that.
Do you know any companies such as, I know like you say T-Force, but T-Force is right now I know they're doing some different things with the company. You know what I'm saying? Because they're trying to add other things to the company. So right now, their cargo van department is really not doing much. So do you know of any companies that
I got a subscriber, Sharks World, in here. He just got onboarded yesterday. He got onboarded in T-Force in Dallas for Office Depot and e-commerce. Literally yesterday, he was at the T-Force in Dallas.
No, T-Force, they got it. But what I'm saying is that they don't have a lot, because I talk to the dispatchers 24/7. You know what I'm saying? They don't have it to where you can scale, because like you say, I want to be able to scale it. Like if I want to drive,
you don't have to scale. You could. Here's what I'm saying. You can put a van in there. They have an opportunity for a second van. Fine. If you put a van in there and you're ready to go get another van, it don't have to be there. Scaling doesn't necessarily mean all in one spot. I wouldn't put everything all in one spot anyway. I ran for them when they were called Dynamics back in the day, before they switched the name to T-Force. The only contract that they had back then that they still got is Office Depot. For some reason, Office Depot sticks with them regardless of how bad they perform. Everybody else that T-Force has had have come and gone. When I was there, they had IKEA. They lost that. Do they still got Granger? Is Granger still in there?
I think so, but see, I know, they was talking about getting a Temu. That deal fell through.
They didn't get that. So they get accounts and they lose a lot of accounts. The only thing that they've held on to that I know that they still got from when I was there is Office Depot. You know, so you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket anyway. So if they got opportunity, go there. If you get another van and they don't, and Capstone has opportunity, send the second van there. If US Pack has opportunity and it's paying well, send it there. If Spoke has an opportunity, send it there. If Waco has an opportunity, send it there. If Capstone has an opportunity, send it there. You don't have to build within the same 3PL.
Gotcha. Gotcha. So you say Caps. I heard of Capstone. What was the other companies that you named? I never heard of.
US Pack,
I heard of Capstone
Capstone,
before.
Watco,
US Pack. I heard of them. Waco. Okay, the Waco. I haven't heard of them. So I look
Spoke.
into them. Okay, I look into all those. Yeah. All right. Cool. Because actually, since you mentioned that, you said your guy he signed. Because I seen that ad. Because I was going that because they only needed one van. Because I seen it.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even. Cause I had some other things going. I seen because they only need, like I say, they up and down with those vans. Because T4 even though it's big, but in Dallas, it's sort of small.
No, it's big in Dallas. Dallas is the corporate headquarters.
No, it's the headquarters out here. But what I'm saying is that they don't have. It's not like I know all the line. Well, because I do line haul.
Mm-hmm.
They call it line haul because I just go to Dallas from Dallas to Houston. Like we only have maybe one other line haul driver because they go because like you say, Dallas is the hub. So it comes to Dallas, we take it from Dallas to Houston, from Dallas to San Antonio and Austin. Basically, that's what we do.
Mm-hmm.
So it's only me and one other driver. But they do have, like you said, the cargo van drivers, but they're doing the daytime. I don't really see those guys.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah,
but the
that's what I'm talking
warehouse
about.
is
They
it's
they
not
have opportunity for the
okay.
cargo van based on the conversation I had yesterday in Dallas. They have opportunities.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to call my dispatcher and see what's going on. But yeah, okay, well that makes sense. I guess I was trying my goal. I guess I was just thinking it the wrong way. I was saying like, yeah, no mind, that makes sense. I got it. But
You
yeah,
all
outside of
good?
that though, yeah, no, yeah, I'm doing good. Appreciate you.
You say outside of that what?
No, outside of that, like I said, I'm doing good because, like I said, because what I noticed in the business, and even I talk to a lot of drivers, and they be trying to figure out like, well, how did I get this and how did I get that? I'm like, well, a lot of people don't act like they don't want to touch freight. I'm like, you got a pallet jack, so you really not touching shit. It's easy. You know what I'm saying? So that's what a lot of times. That's what I noticed. A lot of people miss opportunities because they don't want to do nothing. They just want to drive, pull up on a dock, and they want somebody to load their truck up.
Mm-hmm.
But like you say, anytime too, because a lot of times since they know, like I tell them, money don't sleep. You call me
Mm-hmm.
whenever, I'm going to go grab it. So they give me a lot of extra plays doing that. So I make a lot of money dealing with them. I made a lot of bread this year and last year dealing with them. So yeah,
It's
because
cool.
even sometime if I want to do the Home Depot, if they got Home Depot action, I need some extra bread, I can call the dispatcher. Hey, what you got going on with the Home Depot, and they'll still let me go grab that too. Because really, with
That's
dealing
what's
with
up.
them, you don't necessarily need a 26 footer dealing with them. Even though
Mm-hmm.
I have one, but really I have too much truck. But yeah, nah. But appreciate you for the information. I always watch the channel, and
Appreciate you.
when I got in, I got in blind. Like I said, I'm a businessman. I'm a hustler. So I got in blind, not knowing the game and not knowing how to navigate. And I just so happened to get hear your channel, and I started listening to things that you was telling me, and I started applying that. And I was like, boom, I blew up. I ain't never really had to do Amazon. I did Amazon I do it sometime just for extra bread. But as
Mm-hmm.
far as just relying on them, I don't deal with it. I do the gig work if I don't have nothing to do during the daytime. But yeah, just by you giving the game the T-Force game, yeah, I done blew up.
That's good, man. I'm happy for you, man. Keep it up.
All right, thank you, sir.
Be safe, bro. Yo, you muted. You muted. You gotta unmute yourself.
There we go. We good. How you doing?
What's
Good
going?
evening.
How you doing, man?
I'm good. I just came across you maybe a couple of days ago. I like how you move, man. I like the advice you give. I like how you don't pull no punches. So I just had a quick question for you. I recently started about 2 months ago a little a little box truck situation. And from what I can see right now, or it seems like everything is going okay. I've been
Mm-hmm.
constantly getting lows. I know you gotta pay your dues.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been kind of exclusively working with TQL because with a new MC, they're gonna pretty much rape you with the price and they're gonna work with you. So
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to ask, like, do you what kind of advice do you have for me to eventually, you know, get this going just a little bit better?
When you say get it going better, what's going bad about it?
Trying to make a decent dollar. I'm saying right now it's sustainable.
What kind of truck you
It's
got?
a box truck, 26 footer.
Year,
No,
make, and model?
2019 Freightliner.
What you paying on it?
Well, the note a month is like 601.
$601.
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah. Because the way I did it, man, I did it kind of different. Kind of waited. I waited a couple of years to did my little research. Waited a couple of years to jump into it. So I pretty much
How
went and got
how much was it?
26,
No, how much did you
26,
pay for it?
26.
26,000.
Yeah,
And it's a 2019. It must got a lot of
yeah.
miles on it.
It was 267 when I got it.
Where'd you buy it from?
Penske, Penske,
2019. Was it level 3? Level 2?
level two, level two. Yeah, yeah.
How much is your
So
insurance?
15 coming out of New York. So so it
How
it,
much
it,
is
it
your
it was like I got
what's your operating cost?
uh
What's your
I
cost per
haven't
mile?
really I haven't really gotten into that. I just been,
I don't
just
give a
doing the
fuck about
numbers.
a cost per mile.
Nah, it ain't that, bro. It's just that I haven't really mastered that part of it yet. Like the how to I seen a video you had earlier today where it was showing the person, it was just a little short joint, showing the person how to really add all that stuff up. And to be honest with you, I didn't really get into that part yet. The way I've been doing it, just doing quick numbers, I just been trying to like keep myself, close to $2 a mile. You know what I'm saying? And I see how the game is coming out the east.
Wait. You said you've been
And
trying to keep yourself close to $2 a mile?
yeah,
What
two
you mean
dollars a
by that?
mile. Yeah.
What you
So
mean by that?
if I see a load that's going, 300 miles away, at the bare minimum, I be trying to push for that six. Sometimes it'd be a little higher than six. So that's the way I just been gauging it, just
So
winging it for
so
real,
so
for
how
real.
much so how much you making?
I haven't
I
even
don't give a
did all
fuck
the
about a
numbers yet.
cost per mile.
Yeah. So this is why I'm calling you. What should I be doing better
You need
to
to
try
you
to
need to know you need to know what you you don't know what your operating cost is. You don't know what
right,
it's costing you to run your business. Listen,
right,
anybody that say they winging a business, I know some of your favorite people say it. Fuck all that, bro. I ain't trying to hear it. Like anybody that don't take offense to it. If you out here winging it and you call yourself a businessman, man, we ain't honoring that, big dog. We ain't honoring it.
okay,
Like you should know what it costs you to run your business. That's the whole point. You don't even know what you making or if you
right,
making anything.
right.
You should know what it's costing you to run your business. So that's the first thing. You should know you should know your operation costs. What's your cost per mile? You that's the first thing you want to know. You want to do.
So I
Calculate
guess
your
from
costs.
from what you telling me now, so I guess what I'm gonna do tonight before I lay down, because I noticed you asked me a couple of key questions, and I'm pretty sure that factors into the cost per mile, which was the note and which was the insurance. So from there, from what I think I remember seeing what you had on earlier, you pretty much you add all that up, right?
It's a lot.
And
It's
then
a
the
lot more. It's a lot more to that's the note and the insurance. Those are fixed costs. What other fixed costs you got? What variable costs you got? You said you
right.
watched that video
Yeah, it was a little short joint. I watched it. I'm gonna
with
go
the
back
hand,
to it because it's in my
with the
history.
hand, with the hand,
Yeah,
the
yeah. It's like you
illustration
had like a
video. Yeah,
yeah, right.
you need to watch that a million times, big dog.
Got you.
Yeah, cause you know, you, you don't know what you like. You just running. You don't know what you if you making, if you losing. You don't know what you got going on. You just
That's a fact.
doing some. You just doing some shit.
That's a fact.
So the advice I'm gonna give you, that's the advice. You can't really talk about nothing until you know what it's costing you. Your truck, listen, before you go on a load board and look for anything, you should know what it's costing you. You should know what's profitable and what's not profitable.
So in hindsight, that right there is gonna let you know what loads you should be taking and what you shouldn't be taking, what's beneficial for you and what's not.
Exactly.
Pretty much.
Exactly. Because right now you guessing.
Right.
You guessing. I'm not running no business if I don't know what my cost is. If I'm selling lemonade, I got a lemonade stand. I need to know what each lemon costs me. I need to know how much the ice costing me, the cup that I'm serving. All that's factored in. The spoon I'm putting in there, if I'm putting a spoon in there or a straw, all the production costs for me to produce that product, I need to know what it costs me to produce that cup of lemonade so I know what to charge my customer.
Right. And that way you can see,
That
what
way I know
and
what I'm making. I don't know what I'm making if I'm just slicing up lemons. I could be squeezing 4-5 lemons. But guess what? I might only be able to squeeze one lemon. How much sugar am I putting in this lemonade? If I'm buying a pound of sugar, then I need to do the mathematical equation for each scoop. Okay, we can only put 2 tablespoons. Every tablespoon is going to cost 0.02 cents or whatever the equation is. That's why when you go to, certain restaurants, or let's say you go to a bar, you got some bars where they do a freehand pour, and then you got some bars you go to where they put that measurer on there. They'll grab a bottle and they'll put that thing on there, and then they'll turn it, and then that measurer will cut it off, right?
right,
And then it'll
right,
send a thing to the register. That measurer is doing is pouring an exact shot. So that
right,
owner of that bar don't have to worry about they bartenders having a heavy hand, or the person who tipping real heavy, that bartender showing them love and pouring them a double shot and only charging them for a single shot.
gotcha.
Right? Because that owner of that bar, listen, I know I paid $56 for this bottle of Don Julio Aneo. How many shots do you get out of each bottle? All right, well then I need to charge X amount of dollars for each shot. It's just like anything. You think you own a bar, you just letting the bartender just pour away.
Yeah. How often do you do these lives? Because this is my first live catching you on here.
Or you can listen to people like him in the chat that's telling you to just keep running for $2 a mile. Listen, I don't listen. I'm gonna ask you a question. You see this right here? Look at this. Look at that. See, that's what people will tell you, and that shit ain't right.
Right.
I don't. He said keep running for $2 a mile or close to it until you figure it out, because that is a good rate. Says who? It's a good rate for who? Who is it a good rate for? See, that's ignorant shit. You know why? Because what if your operational cost is $1.98? What if your
Right.
operational cost is $1.99? You see what I'm saying? So that shit is bullshit. Can't run at nothing. It's a good rate to who? You don't even know what your cost is. Somebody will tell you that and be like, oh, just keep running at $2 a mile. That's a good rate. Says who? It may be a good rate to some. It may not be a good rate to many. It may not be a good rate to you. A good rate, you can't determine what's a good rate until you know what it's costing you. So when you see shit like this, I call shit like this out. I don't give a goddamn who it is. I don't care how long they've been watching the channel. None of that, because it's wrong. You should know what it's costing you. So if your cost is $1.50 to run, and you take something for $2, you making what a mile?
50 cents.
If you take something for $2.25, you making what a mile?
75.
All right, if you take something for $2 a mile and you don't know what your cost is, what you making?
You don't know
So
what you're making. You might
just
not be
because
making
this
nothing.
right, so just because this person say it's a good rate, how do you know that?
Right.
Who says that's the industry standard? There's people out here running at cost at $2 a mile. Oh, well, I'm gonna run because so-and-so said $2 a mile. Man, get out of here with that. That shit is bad information. I don't care what type of business you in. If you selling dope,
Nah, that's
you
a fact.
is you measuring that shit?
Right. That's a fact.
You ever sold dope before?
Nah,
No?
not me, never.
All right. Well, okay. Well, here's the thing. Any business that you get in, you should know what it's costing you.
That's a fact. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do my stuff tonight, man. I'm gonna do my numbers, and I want to get back with you, let you know next time. How often do you have these lives?
Man, it depends on how I feel, man. Like this week I did 2. I might not do 1 next week. It's just you just gotta catch me. You gotta make sure you turn all your post notifications on, and just whenever you see the notification for a call-in show, then that's when I'm doing it. I gotta be in the mood for it, bro. These call-in shows, man, they be kind of rough sometimes, so I gotta be in the mood for them. Yeah, so
it's crazy for a person that's been doing this for so long, man. You coming across so many people that's uneducated with the business, and people that's still green. And I guess you find yourself giving out a lot of information that could be it could wear a person down sometimes, man. You'd be surprised.
That's why I do it for free, and I don't. People be offering me big money. Like it be people sliding into my DMs and shit. Like, man, Mar, I know you don't charge, but please, I'll give you this, I'll give you that. I don't do it because look at the headaches just trying to get shit through people's head for free. So, and I be generally just, genuinely concerned doing it pro bono. So if a person is paying me, now I got even more, it bothers me more because now I got to make sure and some people just ain't got it, bro. So I don't need that type of stress on me. I don't need nobody calling me, bothering me and shit because I don't need the money. So I'd rather do it for free. You know what I'm saying? And if you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. Because everybody ain't going to get it anyway. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody ain't going to get it anyway. But it is, it's bothersome that so many people come into business and they don't do what's in their best interest. They get misled. They think this shit is easy. They treat it like a hustle. This shit is business. This is how like guys like me take advantage of you. See, I like suckers. I like green people. I love a good person I could take advantage of because if you in the business, it's all fair in love and war. It's fair game. I'm really not taking advantage of you because you out here. You're a professional, whatever I'm doing. If you're my competition, we're in the same industry, I'm trying to take your food. I need it. And if you just stupid and you green because you won't pick up a book or you won't do what you need to do to educate yourself, then man, let me go ahead and get that up out you, pimp. Go ahead and step to the side. Let me show you something. Let me help you to understand something real quick. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't feel bad for people. I don't. I generally don't feel bad once you become a professional in whatever industry it is. You didn't take the time to educate yourself. Person that's trying to educate themselves, that's learning, that's going through the curve, that's going about things the right way. That's one thing, but it's just so many people that just the basic general information, like you, like not just out here on the lam. One of the main things you running a business, you should know what it costs you to run your business. Period. Listen, this live streaming, I know how much money I lose on this shit every month. I know how much money I lose on it. Why? Because you think I'm not gonna write this shit off? Like, I know everything. You have to keep up with this shit. You have to. You can't. I listen. Everybody want to scale. This is the thing. Everybody want to scale. Scale. Scale is the magic word. And you know why a lot of people can't scale? Because they never master the first vehicle. They don't know what it costs to run the first vehicle. How can you duplicate something when you don't even know what the hell you got going on?
Right.
Listen, I say it all the time. I went in my pocket one time. Never went back in my pocket again. I know what's going out, what's coming in. Each vehicle I bought, I didn't go acquire another one until that vehicle recouped. And then I recycled that money.
Same game plan. That's right.
Like you gotta know what's going out and what's coming in. You gotta know how much money you're making. Like, that's the point of business. Like, I don't even know how to, like, I've said this shit so many times to so many different people. I don't even know how many more. I don't think it's no more ways I can say it.
We can explain it, right? I got you.
You
I'm
know?
on top of it
So
tonight, man. I appreciate it very much, man. You know, glad you pulled my coat to that because running so fast, brother, slipping. And you're right. That's something I should have known from the rip. So I'm gonna
yeah,
get on top of it tonight.
you should know how much you initially invested. Do you even know how much did you initially invest into this business?
Well, with the truck, like I said, 26 and all the insurance from the beginning and all that stuff, I probably push
See, it ain't no
probably push like
probably.
31. Yeah, probably about
Okay.
31.
So have you recouped your initial investment?
Nah, not yet. I just started. Nah.
Okay. Well, you really don't even have a solid number on what your initial investment is. So you should know
We
what your
roughly 30.
initial investment is to even know when you even recouped it. Did you buy your truck cash, or you financing your truck?
Yeah, what I did, I got a line of credit, and then I just went and purchased it from them. So dealing with the bank pretty
Who
much.
who'd you get a line of credit through?
My credit union.
So you bought the truck in your personal name?
Nah, it's under the company's name, but I'm the guarantor.
Okay. So what's your interest rate?
The interest rate was like 12.5 or something like that.
And what's the term?
12.5, 12.7.
What's the term?
Uh, the term was I don't think it was a term because what it is it's
It's
a
got to be a
revolving line of
term.
credit. Nah, it's a revolving line of credit.
But the truck, so the bank paid the truck, right?
Yeah, pretty much. They gave
How
me
much was your line of credit?
for 38.
38. So
Yeah,
how much was the truck all in with the taxes and fees and everything?
28. About 29.
So you pulled 29 from that 38.
Yeah,
So you
yeah,
still got about 9,000 in that
yeah.
line
Still
of
got
credit,
some. Yeah,
right? So what's the minimum that you got to pay back that line of credit a month?
6.
6. All right.
Yeah, 6. So I ain't think the number was that bad as far as the
So
the note.
you in more than 31 then?
Not really. No.
Yeah, you are, because you paying 29 back with a 12% interest rate. How
Oh
much was
yeah,
your
that's a fact. Nah, that's a
hold my
fact. If you looking
all
at it
right,
like that, yeah, yeah.
so how much is your down payment for your insurance?
That was like 11. That was like 11. So
1100?
yeah, yeah,
And
it
how
was like
much is your
11.
insurance a month?
15.
So, all right, okay, you got a pallet jack?
Yeah, yeah, I got everything I need.
You got your MC?
Yeah, I got everything.
So you spent way more than 31,000. That's what I'm saying. So you don't even know what your initial investment was. It couldn't have
Yeah,
been
nah.
31 if it couldn't have been 31 if you pulled 29,000 out from a line of credit.
Yeah, nah. It's like it was 26 for the truck, right? The insurance, the insurance was 11. But you got to remember, see, pretty
Yeah.
much that money that I pulled from the line of credit for the truck, I already had my own little bit of money. So like I might have used my own little bit of money for the insurance, right? So it's like 31 I pulled out because I still got
It,
the
it,
rest of
it,
that
it
shit.
don't matter what money you used it.
Right, right,
So 31 is not your initial investment. If you bought the truck 29, I don't care
right,
where you got it from. You could have pulled it out your ass. You spent it.
right,
So that's still 29. You spent
right,
another 1100 on the down payment.
right,
You spent another 300 on the MC. You spent
right,
another 200, 250, 150 on structuring the business.
right,
Your BOC3, your UCR,
right.
your pallet jack probably was 500. You got
Yeah,
straps, you
yeah,
got low bars,
yeah, yeah,
you got gloves. You
yeah.
spent money. You spent money.
That's a fact.
You spent more than 31,000. You spent more than just you're paying 29,000 with 12% interest. Even with take the interest out, 29 plus 11. That's 31 right there.
26.
29. You
Why?
said
What? Where you get?
you said it was taxes, right? You said after taxes and stuff it came out to
Yeah.
about 29,
So
right?
yeah, I was So it was 28.50 actually because I had to pay like 25 for the for the registration and all that. So I bought the truck out of state. So what happened was when I bought it, they didn't charge me no taxes then. So once I did the
You going to have to pay those taxes.
yeah, I did. I had to pay it with the IRP and all that craziness. You know what I'm saying? To register to get the
What state did you buy the
to get
truck
the
in?
IFTA and all. I bought it in Jersey.
And you from New York, right? I could tell by your
Right.
accent. All right,
Right.
so 29 still.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Roughly. Yeah.
you spent over 31. That's what I'm saying. You don't know exactly what your full initial investment was.
Right.
So you need to
Nah,
go do a lot of. You need to go back from the start and get all this information. How much did it start you to start this business? You need a cold hard number,
number.
and then you need to know what it's costing you to run your truck.
I got you. I'm on it, man. I'm glad that you're giving it to me like that because you're right. I didn't sit down and do all those numbers, and I need to know what I'm working with so I know how this can be paid back. I know how to move. I know what to charge for these loads or what to accept for these loads, I should say, or how to negotiate for these loads. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. And I've been moving so fast that I didn't even take none of that stuff into account. Some of these numbers that you're talking about, like the BOC3, just for the authority, for the MC number, things like that. That was things that came out of my paycheck. So I really didn't even put those numbers together with, you
That's a
understand what I'm saying?
see, and
With
when you say
Rob
that to
line of
me,
credit.
when you say it to me, that's just an excuse. I don't care. Like I said, you could pull it out your ass. Pause.
Right.
At the end of the day, no matter how small or how big, it went into your initial cost, and the money got to be recouped. You need to know
That
what it cost you to start the business. You need to pay it back, right? Because you're not in the green until you recoup your initial investment.
investment. That's a fact.
Like, and then when you're out here running actively, you need to know what it's costing you to run. You like everybody want to grow and grow. You'll never grow. You'll never get to that point. People ask me all the time, Mark, I watched your montage. Man, there was a lot of trucks out there. How'd you do it? How'd you do it? Man, I know what it cost me to run my business. You'll never grow if you're losing money. If you're losing money because you don't know what it costs you to run your business, you're never going to grow. In order to grow, you need to know what it's costing you. You need to know what's coming in so you know what you can invest. Like, this shit it's to me, bro, this shit's simple. Maybe it's simple because I know what the hell I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? But I know one thing when I started, day one, and you can watch some of them live streams. I went and dug up some of my old notebooks from when I was just working out of my pickup truck. I still accounted for my costs every single day. Even before I became licensed, and I was renting trucks. I had a journal, notebook, a ledger every single day. I would take a notebook like this, and I would take a ruler and I would draw lines, and I would do my cost, my labor cost, my fuel, whatever receipts. I would staple them to the back of that sheet. I've done live streams and I put all that shit out and showed it. You have to do this shit. Like, you should want it. Listen, I'm keeping it a buck with you. I got off on knowing what I actually made. I got off.
Right.
That shit made me woo.
Right.
Woo. I was getting off, boy. I want to know what I'm making.
It's crazy.
See, I can't get off until I actually know what I made. See, I can't go to sleep. I can't do none of that shit. Like, I don't see how people be working all day, then come home and doing all this goofy ass shit. No. We need to see what. Okay, we spent this. All right, where is that receipt? Okay, oh yeah. Okay, boom. All right, now I'm straight. I need to know. I need to know. I can't do nothing. I can't go on no dates. I can't do
No.
that until I know how
Right.
much bread was
You
made.
got that shit straight,
Officially,
right?
the net. I need to know what it is. I can't do nothing
Got
on everything I love. I swear to God, I put that on everything. Ain't nothing functioning until I know how much bread came in officially. That's when you know you a real businessman, because everything else get put to the side. You need to know exactly how much bread you made officially.
That's dope, man. Hey, yo, so the way I'm looking at it, right, is like I'm gonna sit here, man. This is the greatest advice that I've gotten, you know, since I started this, right? I have a lot of friends and people that surround me that see me take on this endeavor, right? And I used to find myself getting agitated when they was asking me questions, the same thing that you telling me that I need to know. So I used to find myself agitated, and now I know why, because I didn't sit down and do my homework, right? I appreciate you, Mark, and I thank you for that, man, because I'm gonna
It's
go
all
get
good.
on top of my stuff tonight. It's a
Yeah, man.
must.
Get on top of that, big dog.
I appreciate it very much, man. Thanks for the opportunity to holler at you. I'll be back, hopefully, man, to let you know that I got all my stuff together, man.
All right, man. Be safe.
All right, thank you, man.
All right, man. Peace.
Peace.
All right. Who's next? It was one more person I saw. Was it Juvie or some shit like that? I thought I saw coming up in the chat. Listen, y'all gotta get that cost together, man. That's crazy to me, bro. That's crazy to me, man. How y'all ex-drug dealers, man? I don't believe some of y'all. When y'all be coming up saying y'all was in the street, I don't believe you. I don't believe you. All y'all that come up, not him, I'm just speaking in general. There's a lot of people, man, Mark, I was in the streets first, man. You know what I'm saying? Man, I don't believe that shit. I don't believe you. If you was a horrible in the streets. You was horrible. That's why you probably ain't out there no more. You didn't know what you was doing. How you don't know what it's costing you to run your business? I don't understand this shit, bro. I don't get it. It don't make sense to me, bro. This is why the failure rate is so high. This is why the failure rate is 85 to 95%. That's why it's so high. Because only a small amount of people is doing what they supposed to do. Only a small amount of people do what's in their best interest. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on post notification. Link pin to the top of the chat, man. We're gonna take maybe one more. It's 10:30 Saturday night. It's 7 p.m. Friday. It's 95 degrees. Some of y'all finna go listen to that instead of learn what your cost per mile is. Some of y'all, I seen some dudes drove past me. They was bumping that. It was a car full of guys bumping that, singing every lyric. Man, people weird out here today. I'm telling you. Let me see. Call and link. Let's paste it. You dig what I'm saying? Hey, Great Polo, you going out to the club tonight to celebrate your birthday? In St. Louis? Gonna be down there with Sexy Red. Link pin to the top of the chat. Who was that was calling up? What's his name? Juvie? Link pin to the top of the chat. You dig? Lou Jackson said you ain't gonna make more. I don't think that's the point. I don't think that's the point that I was trying to get. The point that I try to drive home is that everybody should know what they're making. Tell somebody, oh, just find $2 a mile and you'll be fine. BS. You should know what you're making, period. What's going on, Mr. Tucker? Link pin to the top of the chat. We waiting on, what's his name, Juvie the Great. So far, we had 3 people call up. 3 people that called up that we could talk to. The 4th person, I don't know. He was just in the dark or something. I don't know. Maybe he got his phone together now. We'll see. We'll give him a few minutes to call up. Anybody else want to call in? Now's the time. Link pin to the top of the chat. And we got it at the bottom, too. We got 100 people in here. We got 71 likes Saturday night. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications. We'll probably take 1 or 2 more calls, and then I'm going to retire. Retire for the evening. The calls been flowing tonight. I like that when the calls just be flowing back to back like that, when we don't have to wait. We don't have to wait for people to call in. I like when they back to back like that. Put that over there. Pippi just dropped it. Link is in the chat. All right, there go the link again. It's pinned to the top of the chat. It's also at the bottom of the chat. There's a few people that said they wanted to call in, but now they ain't here. Who was Lou Jackson talking to? You talking to me, Lou Jackson? You calling Big Mark slow? Link pin to the top of the chat. I know you're not talking to me. Lou Jackson, is you talking to me? Lou Jackson, you better be talking to somebody in the chat now. Who is he talking to? Who is he talking to? Oh, okay. I thought you was talking to Big Mark. I thought you was talking to Big Mark. Big Mark was finna pull you up and hold you accountable. We was gonna push you in this circle. Lou Jackson, you know we got some things we can hold you accountable on. You got some things we can hold you accountable on. We ain't gonna get into it though. Just know I know. Just know I know. 3 letters. 3 letters. 3 letters, Lou Jackson. We ain't gonna say what those 3 letters is. Link pin to the top of the chat. Who about to call in? He ain't talking to me. Listen, Big Mark gonna always ask questions. He ain't talking to me. He ain't talking to me. He say he talking to Shark's World. Who about to call in? Hey, Shark's World, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. He ain't talking to me. He ain't talking to me. Oh, man. All right. We're going to get one more person. Is that guy Juvie? What was his name? Juvie? Is he still in here? All right, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications. Give it a few more minutes, see if we can get one more person. If not, I'm out of here. Who's that? Kenneth Brown changed his name to his company name. Levant, appreciate you for watching. Appreciate you for watching. Shout out to everybody that's coming on in. Shout out to everybody that's coming on in. We're going to get one more person up here tonight. We're going to get one more person. Come on, we got one more person. We had 3 people. Let's just round it with a solid 4. Let's round it with a solid 4. Focus a 4. Memories on the corners with the foes and the moles. By the foes, I was told either focus or foe. Is it snowing in Chicago? No. It was like 50 degrees today. And rain, little rain. It ain't snowing. It ain't snowing. Call-in show, man. Call-in show. I can't read. On the call-in shows, I'm illiterate. I can't read the chat. I don't see nothing in the chat. Anything that got a question mark in the chat, I don't see it. I can only hear on the call-in show day. I can't see. I can only hear. You got to hit the link. Linkage pinned to the top of the snap. You did. Call-in shows, I can't see. I can't read. I can only hear. Anything that got a question mark, I can't see it. Gotta call. I'm legally blind. On the call-in show, I'm legally blind. I'm legally blind. You gotta call in. That's the point of the call-in show, to call in. Gotta call in on the call-in show. Gotta call in on the call-in show. You dig? Call-in show day.
Cannot see, I'm legally blind. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. I'm innocent.
Come on this way.
Hey. So are you from Houston? They saying I drove a getaway car, but I cannot see. I'm legally blind. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. I'm innocent.
Come on this way.
So are you from Houston?
Man, I'm from Port Arthur, Texas, and I'm a female. I did not drive no getaway car. I'm legally blind.
How'd you get wrapped up with these folks?
I got wrapped up. I was walking down the street and I caught a ride.
So you don't know these folks then, is what you're saying?
I know 2 of them. I don't know the other 2. They saying I drove a getaway car, but I'm legally blind, so how I'm gonna drive a car?
So did you know what happened to the 73-year-old victim then, or
I don't know what happened. I just know what the police said.
So you can't see at all?
Huh?
You can see though, right?
I'm legally blind. I can see barely, but I'm an innocent bystander.
Come on, Miss Guido.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't do nothing. I don't know what's going on. All I know is my side of the story. I can't tell no other story. I'm innocent, and Mama, I love you. P.O.P. Only die. Right, these all good pimp squad, baby, for life.
Hey, I'm legally blind. I can't see nothing on the call-in show today. I'm legally blind. You gotta call. You gotta hit the linkage. Hit that linkage. I'm legally blind. I can't see shit. I can't see nothing in the chat. Nothing. You gotta hit that link. Hit that linkage. So, it is what it is. It is what it is. You did. All right, what time is it, bro? We're going to give us one more minute. We're going to see if somebody call in. We got 80 people in here, 80 likes. We just had 100 people. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications. All right, I guess Buddy asked ain't calling back up. What was his name? Juvie the Great, who was having phone issues. We had 3 people. I think it was pretty good. We got a chance to hit a button tonight. We got a chance to hit that MW Lou button.
I don't give a fuck about a cost per mile.
We got a chance to use it.
Congratulations to you, dog. Congratulations, my nigga.
So we got a chance to use the MW Lou button. I ain't seen MW Lou in a minute. Man, listen. It's so many what you call when you sound bites. Man, it's so many sound bites from that MW Lou. Man, I gotta send MW Lou a Christmas card. MW Lou came up here. He thought he was gonna cook on me, and then when he helped me out. Man, these are some great sound bites, and these are organic, authentic. Like nobody else has these. These are these ain't the same sound bites that other people are using. Only I'm using them. Like these are some great sound bites. So shout out to NW Lou. NW Lou, DM me your address or your PO box. I'm gonna send you a Christmas card. NW Lou. You got to get a Christmas card because man, it's so many sound bites. I still got plenty of more that I gotta load in here. So shout out to NW Lou. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. I don't think Dizzy. Yeah, we gotta get some of them Dizzy sound bites. I gotta work on it. I gotta get some time. Dizzy got some good sound bites too. Yeah, you sure do. Yeah, you're right. We gotta get them Dizzy sound bites. So yeah. I don't think Buddy ass calling back up. So I think we had 3 good ones. So I'm gonna go ahead and retire for the evening. And I think I do got a good show tomorrow lined up. I think I got a good show for tomorrow night, a good cargo van, box truck show. You know, I like to cook up on Sunday nights. So I think I'm going to come back tomorrow night with a good cargo van show. Until then, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.
Go off the deep end. I don't think you ought to go off the deep end. I don't think you ought to go off the deep end. I don't think you ought to give me a reason.
Great Sean on the beat, by the way.
My body different. Shorty said she tryna kick it. I'm in the mouth, son, like a dentist. Cooking up, I'm in the kitchen. Big bro wildin' tryna catch a victim. I took a L, but now I'm back game winning. Look, and I'm doing well. Don't even ask how I'm living. Niggas ain't real, they cap. Ride around with the C laid back, they told me to chill, I'm itching to clap. If I pull up, somebody get whacked, boy, tire lace, niggas tripping. Red lights, we gon' skip it. Fucked up a new V, we was dipping. From the police, I was drilling, but fucking let's skate on, Run up a bag with my broke odds, Watch how I show off. Step in the room and she taking her clothes off. I ain't even say much, Ain't even do much. They like sleep you too much. No, I got a bag, right?
Uh-oh. Let's see what we got here. Yo.
Yo, what's good?
What's good? You lucky you caught me.
Yeah. Nah, I'm just letting you know. Just wanted to quiet the subscribers that watch from the side. You know what I mean? I'm getting into the trucking game, but I'm going more into towing. You know what I mean? I'm trying to work on getting a 2-car hauler flatbed.
Okay.
Yeah. But I'm right now pretty much in the cargo van business. I still got my cargo van thing going. I just do a lot of hustle with it. I do a lot of the app works. A lot of word of mouth. I pretty much took after my stepfather how he did it. Like he's like you. He did the moving thing. I was moving since 9. I can't do it no more. I'm 40. I'm 44. About to be 45. I can't do it no more, bro. I can't lift up no more Almars, Jewish heavy furniture, none of that. You know what I mean? No more.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Okay.
yeah. So yeah, but tone is more into my lane right now. I like that.
All right.
Like, yeah, so.
How can I help you?
Nah, I mean, I listen. I just want to tell you that it's very educational what you've been doing, and I also learned a lot, and I also learned how to calculate my cost per mile from basically watching you. Like 3 weeks ago, I saw that little, like what homie just said, saw that little 2-minute clip, like a little 2-minute clip you got of the illustration of how you set up the cost for your cost per mile. So I put all that ruling into effect.
Oh, that was your homie that called in earlier?
Nah, but he a New Yorker like I am, bro. I'm from Far Rock.
Oh, you from Far Rockaway?
Queens,
yeah. Queens get the money.
All day, baby.
Queens get the money.
Yes, sir.
Dollar bill, y'all. Okay, all right.
Yes, sir. But I ain't gonna hold you up too long, man. I know you ready to get off this. I see you go through hell all week long.
Oh man, it ain't nothing to me, bro. It ain't nothing to me.
Right.
It's light work. Light work.
Yeah, but like I said, I ain't gonna hold you too much. I'm gonna check back in with you probably like a good 6 months. I'm gonna need to get things back in order because right now I had to reset.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
That sounds like a plan.
All right.
Sounds like a plan, man. All right, man. Be safe.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Go off the deep end. I don't think you wanna go off the deep end. I don't think you wanna go off the deep end. I don't think you wanna give me a reason.
Great Sean on the beat, by the way.
My body different. Shorty said she tryna kick it. I'm in the mouth, son, like a dentist. Cooking up, I'm in the kitchen. Big bro wildin' tryna catch a victim. I took a L, but now I'm back game winning. Look, and I'm doing well. Don't even ask how I'm living. Niggas ain't real, they cap. Ride around with the C laid back. They told me to chill, I'm itching to clap. If I pull up, somebody get whacked. Boy, tire lace, niggas tripping. Red lights, we gon' skip it. Fucked up a new V, we was dipping. From the police, I was drilling, but fucking let's skate on, Run up a bag with my broke odds, Watch how I show off. Step in the room and she taking her clothes off. I ain't even say much, Ain't even do much. They like sleep you too much. No, I got a bag, right? No, I live a fast life. Said she fell in love, met her last night. Said she want this shit for life. Girl, you must be dumb. No, you not the type. No, I'm not the type. I think I was lost in a past life. Came back, got my cash right. Say you want the source, I can get you right. But it's heavyweight, not light, bro. Keep it strapped, son, like a dyke. He be shooting, he don't like to fight. I can get you wrapped up like a gift. Smoked up like a spliff. Chopper tell him back up or get hit. Got my racks up, now I'm lit. I can get you packed up in this bitch. And my blood blue, cause I'm crip fanny pack full of hundreds. I just reach on my waist and he running. Bitches say a nigga stunting. No, they hate how I came up from nothing. Back out, get the drumming. I'ma show a nigga how I'm coming. I was down, now I'm upping. They was hating on me, now they love it.
Go off the deep end. I don't think you wanna go off the deep end. I don't think you wanna go off the deep end. I don't think you wanna give me reason.